Hope everybody had a good week. You dig? Got some work done. Did something to grow, progress, move forward in life. Did something to get rid of bullshit in your life. The objective is to grow and be the best version of ourselves and be able to compete, but not compete with nobody else though. Compete with your former self though. Yourself of today should be competing with yourself of yesterday, and so on and so forth. And that's the way that it should go. So we just want to work on being better in whatever aspect it is, whether it's trying to get that paper right, or whether it's trying to get that body together, try to get that mind together. You got to get the mind together first though, because getting the mind together is what helps you get everything else together. It got to start in the mind, because you got to be able to control your mind, to control the things that to be able to control the circumstances that you can control. You got to be able to control your mind, because the mind is the only thing that you can control. Only thing that you can control in this world is how you think, how you respond to situations, how you react, and what you do, where you put your time, where you put your effort, where you put your grind. Alright, it's 7:05. Don't look like we got any callers on the Zoom, so yeah, we'll just keep on spilling, man. So you got to work on your mind every day. Be competing with yourself of yesterday. That's about the farthest you should be looking back. And if you're making strides every day, then you ain't got no reason to be looking back. You just know that you're doing better than you did yesterday. And the next day you're trying to do better than you did the 2 days before that. But that's what you focus on, doing that in the moment though. Focus on doing that in the moment, because you can't focus on the future. Because only time will tell what the future behold. So you got to focus on being in that present moment, and that's the way that you work on being better than you was yesterday. You conscious of how you was yesterday, but today, you got new levels that you want to reach. You put in the work, put in the grind to do that though. Anybody want to call in? The link is in the chat box. It's in the description box. Other than that, yeah, you shouldn't be looking back no farther than yesterday. Stay in the present and don't worry about the future. Do everything you can in the present moment, and you can make things happen. And the main thing that you got to do, man, because the thing about growth is it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for you to, come across information that rival the information that you done been receiving all your life. So, that's an uncomfortable thing for most people, if not all. So it's really up to us to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Got to do that. That's one of the greatest things I learned. Going outside of your comfort zone, going and exploring new things, trying different things, trying different. It can be a little trying different food. You can start off by trying different food when you go to a restaurant, the same restaurant that you always go to. Just try something that you didn't get before. Start with it there. Just try to start exploring, because that's how you never know what options you have available to you until you start exploring some of them options. If you keeping yourself within a box, then you only gonna see the things that's inside the box. Keep yourself inside the box, you only gonna see the things that's inside that box with you. But once you climb outside the box, shit, got the opportunity to, see everything else in the room. It's like a toy. Like if you was a toy, like Toy Story or some shit like that. Like if you was in a box, you was placed in a box, you climb up above the box, then you see the whole room. Now you got options to do different things, And then by you trying different things, you figure out the stuff that you like to deal with and the stuff that you don't like to deal with, And that's just personally for you, interacting with other different types of people, interact with other types of people. Try to discover other people's cultures, learn about other people, because misunderstanding a lot of times just come from lack of knowledge. And lack of knowledge a lot of times just come from lack of interaction, and a lack of having open-mindedness. That's why empathy is so important, not sympathy. You ain't got to feel sorry for nobody, but at the very least, you should develop the ability to be able to relate to anybody on the human level, for real, at least, because at the end of the day, we all have the same needs, wants, and all that good shit. But the point being that, if you can venture outside of your comfort zone, then you can find other things that can help you along your journey to where it'll guide you along your path to where, you expand your horizons. Venturing outside your comfort zone, And also, venturing outside of your comfort zone, man. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, always stretch yourself, man. I ain't gonna hold it up too long, man. Just say, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's what I was finna say. Because when you comfortable, you get complacent. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you get so comfortable, you don't, you'll end up losing your drive. You'll end up losing your passion in certain aspects too. That's why you see motherfuckers get rich. Then, that drive that they used to have to achieve certain things, then they might not, because maybe they motivating factor was money, but whatever your motivating factor is, you got to keep finding more motivating factors. You got to stretch yourself and, open your mind up. Like I said, try different things, venture outside of your comfort zone. Because all the while you in your comfort zone, that just means you where you used to being at. As long as you feel comfortable, then you know that you in the same place where you used to be in it. It take for you to get uncomfortable. It take for you to get butterflies. It take for you to not know how some might come out, by attempting to do something. It take for you to see, we got into college yet. See, it take for you to, explore and go out the way. That shit is uncomfortable, but the best thing I know, me personally, I ever did was, try to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Going places, just taking chances. Not taking stupid risks, but taking calculated chances, and the things that make sense. And even if it didn't make sense in that moment, I just try to at least make sure that it made sense for the future. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that it makes sense. And that right there, now that I think about it, that right there can keep you from making a lot of dumb decisions too, because you think about, you focus on what's going on, and you try to think about, the benefit that you're gonna get in that very moment, then you can end up leading to seeking instant validation for whatever it is that you're working on. You know what I'm saying? So make decisions that's gonna better you in the future. That way you ain't gotta worry so much about what's gonna happen in the future, what might go wrong. You know, that's how you work on being, you know, that's how you work on preparing yourself for the future in the present moment. That's another way. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it all start with being uncomfortable. It all start with, you know, getting away from the things that you always used to. You know, I guarantee, like humans, man, I'll tell you, we creatures of habit. You know, so once we find a comfortable habit, that's why habits so hard to break. Once we find comfortable habits and routines that we get into, it be hard to break them shits because we be so locked into them. You know what I'm saying? Bad habits. So the thing is, replace your bad habits with good habits. Don't just try to get rid of your bad habits and just immediately stop doing. You got to replace that bad habit with a good habit. You know what I'm saying? Because we creatures of habit. And I guarantee that you take the same way to work. You know, when you bathe the same way. You know, you hit the same areas first, going the same. Whatever it is, you know, we just creatures of habit. And, you know, because it's comfortable to us, man. But gotta stretch yourself, man. Get out of your comfort zone. Start exploring things. Start exploring new possibilities. That's the only way that you know what's out there. You know. It's just like I say it all the time. Like, if an ant, you know, you gotta wonder if an ant that's in your state know about an ant. Let's say, for instance, an ant that's in Alabama. Do an ant that's in Alabama know about what's going on in California? Do we even know that California exists? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just, you know, staying and working in this little mounds? You know what I'm saying? They never know about the ant mounds in California because they staying in that same area. It's the same thing with us and humans. Outer space. I'm a astronomy freak. You know, if I've been anything else, and you know, I've probably been an astronaut. I just love like outer space and astronomy and shit like that. You know, so the thing is, it's the same thing like with space exploration. You know, humans started off, you know, exploring just the surrounding lands, then ventured out to the oceans, and then in exploring the oceans, they discovered that it was other land masses, and then, you know, things evolved to where start exploring, you know, the skies, and then from the skies it went to outer space, you know, and from outer space it can go wherever. But you know, you never know these things existed until you start exploring, getting out of your comfort zone. You know, imagine if the first motherfucker to go out of space on a rocket. Imagine how uncomfortable that was. You know what I'm saying? But that's my spiel, man. Ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Hey, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the link for the teas if you're interested. You know, work on getting out of your comfort zone. Do something every day that might make you uncomfortable but may benefit you in the future. So create a habit, like I was speaking on habits earlier. Create a habit of doing something that make you feel uncomfortable but that you know that'll benefit you in the future. Create a habit, make that a habit, you know, and use that habit to remove some of the bad habits that you're trying to get rid of, and some of the bad habits you're trying to change, you know. So make that a goal for the week, man. I might even make, you know, shit, I got to practice what I preach, so I'll make that a goal for myself, and maybe next Friday, next live stream, God willing, you know, we'll discuss it, man. And from there, but other than that, man, step out of your comfort zone, man. Stay on y'all grind. Don't let nobody stop you. You don't need validation from nobody but the person in the mirror. And until next video, I'm gone, man. Peace, love. I'm up out of here.